All right, so we'll start off standing. And inhale, reaching both hands up over your head. Taking a yawn. Then exhale, fold over at the waist and just an easy forward fold. Just let your head and your arms relax. You can swish your arms side to side. You can shake your head, roll your shoulders. You can look at your socks. And then curl all the way back up to standing. Reach both hands up over your head. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Cool. So the first exercise we're going to do is walk out to push up. So hands start off over your head. You exhale. So you're keeping your legs straight. Feel that stretch through your hamstrings. Walk yourself out into a push up. And then walk yourself all the way back up. Go at your own pace. We're going to do 10 of these. So just start whenever you're ready. Inhale in, hands up. Getting the stretch through the hamstring, walking yourself out into your push-up. Because it's Monday. I think it's Monday. As Jamie said, it's just the next day. I think I have one more. Once everyone's finished with their walkouts, we're going to do a forward lunge with an alternate toe touch. So if you're stepping forward with your left foot, you reach for your toe with your right hand, come up with your hand over your head, and then switch sides. So it's a little bit of coordination first thing in the morning, which is challenging, but not necessarily a bad thing. We're going to do a total set of 20. Try to make the movements as big and fabulous as you can. So we're opening up all your joints. Speaking of joints, happy 420. Speaking of 420, happy birthday, Jim Sherman. Okay, then whenever you're done with your 20, stop, give yourself a little pat on the back because you did a good job. You're going to come down into push-ups. We're going to do a push-up to open up into a side plank. So we're trying to stretch out your chest. So it looks something like this. Opening up as far as you can and then go back into your push-up on the other side. We're going to go for a set of 20 of these. Start whenever you're ready. They don't have to be fast, but you do want to open up a lot through the chest. think I have one more. Fine. Cool. Whenever you finish that, we'll all come up to standing. And we're going to do lateral lunges, side to side. So you want to take a step out to the side deep enough so if you feel a stretch on your inner thigh, come back to center, and then step in the opposite direction. You're going to go side to side 20 times. Start whenever you're ready. Try and keep your chest upright. But try and go deep enough so that you feel that stretch. I like to put my hands on my hips. Some people like to put their hands up here. Other people like to do this. They're all good. So once you finish your 20, stand like a normal person. Okay, so we did this one last week and everyone seemed to like it so much that we're gonna do it again. So I'll demonstrate the first one and then you guys follow along. So we start in a deep squat. And from here, you're gonna walk yourself forwards into your push-up. Do your push-up, tap one shoulder, tap the other shoulder, come back down, and then from here, walk yourself all the way back into your squat. All right, we're gonna go for 10 of these. Start whenever you're ready. I'll keep talking through it because it can be a little bit weird. So from the squat, walking yourself out, do your push-up, tap one shoulder, push-up, tap your other shoulder, go down, and then walk yourself back. Walking yourself out, push up to tap, push up to tap, go down, and then walk yourself back. Walking yourself out, push up to tap, push up to tap, down, and walk yourself back. All right, you guys keep going. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I think I have two more. Tap. Tap. Last one. Tap. Good. Yeah, those are fun. Compared to what, I don't know, but those are fun. Okay, next phase of the operation is a reverse lunge with a straight leg kick. So if your left hand is out in front of you, you step your right foot back, and then you try and kick your hand with your foot and go right back into lunge. We're gonna do 15 of these. Start whenever you're ready, have fun, make it big, make it awesome. Let's finish your 15, switch sides. Looks like everyone's done. So we're going to take a forward lunge and reverse lunge. So stepping forward and then going right back. We're going to do 10 of these on each side, but each, like 2 counts as 1. So there's 3, 4. Start whenever you're ready. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you finish your 5, switch sides. All right, cool. So next thing that we're going to do are a set of diamond push-ups. So hands go into a diamond shape, and you're going to do a push-up where you lower your heart down to the diamond. We're going to go for 15 of these. If you feel like, I'm not going to make it to 15, drop down on your knees to finish it, but try to stay on your toes. Start whenever you're ready. Make sure you breathe a lot through this. Great, once you finish with your diamond push-ups, we're going to go into prisoner squat jumps. So these are about as much fun as they sound. So hands behind your head, like you're a prisoner. We're going to go down, bounce a squat twice, and then after 2 bounces, come up into a jump. So it ends up looking something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Start whenever you're ready. We're going to go for 10 of these. Have fun. Woo. Too much fun. Okay, next phase of the operation are Hindu push-ups. That's where you start in a downward dog. And you're gonna like swoop your body down and come into an upward dog and then reverse the motion. So I'll demonstrate the first one and then we'll all try and get to a set of 10 with good form. So you start out here in your downward dog, swoop your body down into an upward dog, and then lower back down and push yourself all the way back up into your downward dog. You're all muted, so I can't accept any questions right now, but just go ahead and do your best. I'll keep doing them, go for 10. too much fun. So that's how we're able to get in a shoulder press with push-ups. Coming all the way up to standing. We're gonna do single leg squats. So going 15 on each leg. If your right leg is bent, you reach with your right hand down towards your left toe. Whoa, and don't fall over. 15 times. Try and keep your hips level with the floor. And look at something that doesn't move to help keep your balance. Once you finish your 15, switch sides. Okay, once you finish those, we're gonna come into good old-fashioned jumping jacks. Haven't done these in a while. Gonna go for a set of 40. That's what they look like. Have fun. And 40. Cool, stop for a second, get a sip of water if you want one, which I do. Okay, once heart rate's gonna come down a little bit, that really gets you all pumped up. Next thing that we're gonna do are a set of burpees. Burpees with a push-up and a jump. We're gonna go for a set of 10 of these. I'll demonstrate the first one so you can see what I think a clean burpee looks like. So, hands up, push up, and push up. Oh, just hit the ceiling. All right, 10 of those. Try not to hit the ceiling. Start whenever you're ready, have fun, breathe a lot. Make sure the push-up is a real one. Those are too much fun. Officially. Too much fun. Okay. Next thing we're going to do are around the world lunges. So you take a forward lunge, a lateral lunge, and a reverse lunge, then you switch sides. I'll demonstrate the first one. Start whenever you're ready. We're doing 20 total. So forward lunge, lateral lunge, reverse lunge. That's 1, right? 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Start whenever you're ready. Have fun. Once you finish your 10, switch sides. Next set of push-ups is going to be stagger stance. So we're going to put one hand on your ribs, one hand on your shoulders. You're going to do 10 like that and then switch the placement of your hands, do 10 like that. Try your best to keep your hips level with the floor, so even though you become staggered, you're not rolling one side up over the other, but you're trying to stay level, which is going to make you use your obliques. So start whenever you're ready, going for 10. Finish your 10, switch sides. Once everyone finishes with that, we're going to do a set of bunny hops. Because, you know, Easter. So start off on one side of the room, go into a squat, then jump up to the other side of the room and land in the squat. So you're trying to land it soft and silent like a ninja or like a ninja bunny. We're going to do a set of 20 of those. Start whenever you're ready. All right, once you get to that, you're gonna come sit on your butt. We're gonna do crab kicks. So see how my fingers are pointing back behind me? I lift my hands up like that. That feels kind of weird. Bring hands out to the side. but this might put a little too much torque on your wrist. So coming up and holding this position, we're going to touch our opposite foot. And come back, alternating sides. Going for a set of 20. Start whenever you're ready. 1, 2. After you finish your 20 of those, we're going to come all the way back up to standing. Okay. We're going to do 2 more rounds of like big kind of heart ratey, uppy, jumpy, cardio-y stuff. So we're going to do jumping split squats. Everybody loves these. So you start in this position and you jump up in the air and then you switch your leading leg midair. So look something like that. We're going to do a set of 20 of these. Start whenever you're ready. And then ice skaters. Ice skaters are kind of hard, and to be honest, I'm not the best at them, so when I say do something like this, let's actually do something like that. We start on 1 foot, and I'm just gonna do it. So you're going side to side, reaching for your opposite foot, and decelerating. Do a set of 20 of these. And as they become easier, you can go faster. Those suck. All right, then once everyone wraps up their 20, we're going to do a set of 25 push-ups, normal push-ups. Hands under your shoulders, toes on the floor, try and get to 25. If you need to come down on your knees, so be it, but do your best. All right, start whenever you're ready. Count them out. Great. Okay, last standing exercise. Last leg exercise. We're going to do a curtsy to a knee drive up. So stepping your right leg back behind your left, dropping your back knee down, and then coming up to balance. We're going to do 15 of these on each leg. It's not really about speed, it's about how stable you can be at the top and how smooth you can make the movement. Whoa, whoa. Once you finish 15, switch sides. Cool, once you're all done with that, give yourself a pat on the back because you did a good job. Sip of water if you want it. Okie doke. So if you have a mat, use it. If you don't, just use the floor. We're gonna go from a low push-up into a high push-up. So you're starting out on your forearms, and then you're gonna push yourself up onto your palms. You're gonna alternate which arm you're pushing up with, so it's not like constantly right arm pushing up, right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm. I'll demonstrate the first one. You guys just join in whenever you're ready. So we're gonna do a total set of 20 of these. Start on your forearms. Everything's great. Push yourself up into a high plank. Everything is still great. Come on back down. And then the other arm pushes up. Once you finish your 20 of those, come laying down, flat on your back, your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Here's a set of 25 crunches, just normal crunches straight up and down. So what I mean by a normal crunch is you're keeping a space between your chin and your chest, and you're crunching both shoulder blades up off the mat. Hands can be across your shoulders or behind your head. Start whenever you're ready, count on 25. Once you finish your 25, bring your hands underneath your bum or either side of your hips. Whatever's right for you, I'm going to do leg lifts. So you can keep a little bend in your knee to take strain off your lower back, or keep your legs out straight. We're going to do a set of 25 of these. Start whenever you're ready. Lifting legs up, lower them down just above the floor so they don't actually end up touching. You got 5 more. Once you're done with those, bend your knees so your feet are flat on the floor. And we're going to do hip raises. So hands stay down here. Raise your hips high up towards the ceiling so you're squeezing your butt and your hamstrings to come up as high as you can. And then lower slowly down. So it's like 1 second up, 1 second hold, and then 2 seconds down. We're going to do 15 of these. Start whenever you're ready. Try and squeeze your hips as high to the ceiling as you can each time. It can be really easy to kind of skip on that last 10%, but it's that last 10% where your glutes and your hamstrings really have to work. And when you're done with that, come over and rest on your forearm with your feet stacked up on top of each other. So this shoulder here is staying really strong and engaged. So you're not collapsing through your arm, but you're always pushing your body away from your shoulder. Other hand can go on your hip or up towards the sky. We're going to do hip raises up and down like that. If this feels really hard, you can plant that top foot on there to kind of give you a little bit of support. But in a perfect world, your feet are stacked. You're going to go for 15. Start whenever you're ready. And once you finish with those, switch sides. So again, emphasis on that shoulder girdle, staying strong, and going for 15 reps. Once you finish with your 15 of those, we're going to come to sit on your butt and keep your back as straight as possible. So legs can be out like this, if that feels pretty good. They can be like that, or they can be like that, or they can float in the air. Pretty much you can do whatever you want with your legs. As long as your back is really straight, we're going to do trunk rotation. So pretend like you're holding onto a beautiful, golden orb of joy, right? And you're going to pass it from one side of you to the other side of you 20 times. Try and twist as much as you can, like you're going to tap it down to the floor behind you each time you go through the rotation. Whenever you finish 20 of those, you can stop being pretend land, going around golden, magical, orbs of whatever. We're going to come to laying on your stomach. And we're going to do Superman cactus. So Superman cactus is where you fly up like Superman, and then you do cactus arms, straighten back out, and come all the way back down. We're going to do 10 of these. Go slow and in control. So again, floating up like Superman. Superman turns into a cactus, and then back into Superman, and all the way back down and rest because it's exhausting being Superman. When you come to the cactus, think about bringing your scapula, your shoulder blades, all the way down towards your bum. And you'll notice when you do that you're able to almost lift up just a little bit higher. Whenever you finish your 10 of those, come all the way back into child's pose. Stretch out your lower back after all that awesomeness. And then we'll finish with a forearm plank for 60 seconds. So for the plank, you can either have your palms facing each other or palms on the floor. Both are fine options, but I'd recommend palms on the floor. If you want to make it a little bit longer, start now. But we're going to go into it in 3, 2, 1, 60-second plank. So try and keep your hips kind of level with the floor so they're not hiking up like that, but just dropping down. And you're always extending out through the crown of your head and through your heels. As you inhale, your ribcage expands, and then as you exhale, tuck your belly button in towards your spine. Thirty seconds. $20 seconds to go. Keep pushing out, making your body really long. Staying strong in your core. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Finish with a hamstring stretch. So sitting on your butt, both legs out in front of you, pushing your heels away from you and the backs of your knees down to the floor. Inhale, reaching both hands up over your head. Exhale to fold. Grab onto your feet and let your forehead drop down towards your knees. We'll stay here for 5 total breaths. Maybe done with that, reach out further than where you are. Hands up over your head, glitter fingers down to the ground. Fabulous. And come all the way up to standing. You can use a wall if you wanted for support. We're going to stretch out quad and hip flexor. So catching an ankle in your right hand and pulling your knee back behind you. So if you feel a stretch in your right hip or right quad, whatever feels tighter, hold this for 5 breaths. Sweaty. Are we done? Switch sides. Release that leg. Do a little happy dance. As you're done with your workout, congratulations. You did a great job. I'm very proud of all of you. Join me on Wednesday morning for yoga.